Hello everyone and happy Friday. I apologize in advance if you hear any beeping or anything. I'm sitting in front of my window and they're doing construction across the street. But anyways, I wanted to film today because I'm going to be making a payment and I like to do these for YouTube. So I'm going to be paying off my whole Bank of America credit card, which if you've been watching me, you'll know that that is a balance transfer. I did this balance transfer back in June of 2019 and I have been paying 0% interest on it, and it would have started accruing a higher percentage of interest in June. Many of you know that I've been stressing about this, I've been worried about this, and I did not think I would be able to pay it off. But then I found out I actually overpaid for my taxes again, and I also did receive the stimulus check, and so I am able to pay this off. Now, if you watched my video on what I am doing to prepare financially for everything that's kind of going on right now, I said that I'm going to be saving all of my extra income right now, and then I'll pay it off in June. But I decided that I would like to pay this card off now. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I just was signed on to another year at my current position. So the way it works with my job is the budget is already put into place for the year. So I have received confirmation that I am good from April 2020 until April 2021. And so with that, I feel comfortable with making this payment. The other thing is that I also now have over $1,000 in my emergency fund again due to the stimulus bill. So I did receive my $1,200 check, or it was a direct deposit, about I think 2 days ago or so, on Wednesday maybe. And so some of that is going toward this debt, and then some of that is for my emergency savings. So before I give any other updates, let's go ahead and pay this whole thing. So I do still use this card. So there's $3,156.90. I want to pay that by today. Make payment. Okay. So I will put a screenshot of that up. I am scheduling that payment. That should be zero by the end of today. And I'm credit card debt free again. I was credit card debt free last year in March of 2019, and then I did that balance transfer, which put me back into credit card debt, but that was a student loan. So this just helps me to pay off more of my student loans. It helped me to save money on interest, and now that that's paid off, it's like a huge weight off of my shoulders, and I knew I would be able to pay that off once everything started coming together. But that's really exciting for it to actually be happening. And that also means my total debt is now under $50,000. So I'll give that update when I do my actual monthly, budget and update, but it is now under $50,000. And like I said, my emergency fund is back up over $1,000. However, every month I'm going to be contributing $200 to my emergency fund. And this month I did not contribute anything, or I didn't pay off any of my student loan debt. So as many of you know, student loans, the interest rate is waived through September 30th, as well as the minimum payment or payment on the student loan. So automatically that stopped for me. So I have auto debit payments for my student loans, but they did not take that out. It was automatically paused. And so for this month I decided just not to pay that. That's fine, but probably next month I will start paying extra to it. So $200 for my emergency savings, plus the $200 that I put into my sinking funds, and then whatever else I can afford to do, I will put toward my debt. That'll probably be around $400 to $700 depending on the month and depending on the amount of extra income I have or how much I spend. One thing I forgot to mention in my April budget video is that this month I was supposed to travel. I actually was supposed to go to Chicago for a personal development and business live event with Natalie Bacon, and that was obviously canceled due to everything going on, and that was going to cost me like $600, $700. I actually had already booked the flight way back in December, so I was given a travel credit for that. However, the hotel room would have cost me close to $600 just for myself, and that was just for 3 nights, I believe. and then I would have had to pay for food and everything like that for 3 nights, and that obviously would have cost a lot of money in Chicago, downtown Chicago. So I did completely forget to mention that, and you know, it sucks that I can't go to the event. She is still holding it virtually, so I do still get to watch it there, but I don't get to go. However, I'm seeing the bright side of this and really glad that I'll be saving that money, or actually just putting it to my debt. It's a pretty big amount, so I did want to mention that. The other thing is Vanguard. I called Vanguard earlier this week, and I was able to transfer my Roth IRA from RBC Wealth Management to Vanguard. It's actually in the process. They said it takes about 5 to 7 days. So mid next week, it should be into Vanguard, and then I'm going to be investing probably in BTSAX for my Roth IRA. So I'm excited for that to finally go through. I did have to pay a $75 fee, or they're taking it from my Roth IRA, to cancel that account, and that's fine. Also, with everything crashing, I had lost money. So I had over $3,000 in the account, and then it went really low, like $2,100, and then it went back up to $2,800 or so. And I decided I would just go ahead and move it over, and then I'll make up for the $200 or $300 that I need to reach that $3,000 minimum that's required for a lot of Vanguard mutual funds. But yeah, I think those are the main updates. So paid off my credit card. I'm now under $50,000 in debt. I got my stimulus check. My emergency fund is back over $1,000, and I'm going to continue contributing to it, maybe even more, because I really want to get to a 3-month emergency fund. I transferred my Roth IRA to Vanguard, or the process is happening, and I did not pay my student loan this month, but I probably will going forward, and then some. So those are my main updates. I hope you guys are still doing okay and having a good week. If you have any recommendations for me as far as my money goes, I am open to that. If you suggest I save more, if you suggest I, invest in something else or whatever, I'm all ears to learning more about finances. So let me know what you would do in this situation. I think I am making the right decision, just because I really want to pay this debt off right now, as I did. And it's working for me, just because I know that my job is secure for now. But let me know down below what you would have done in this situation. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week.